Before actually, he will be his topic will be on ICT in extension, prospect and potentialities in climate resilient holistic farming practices. So this Dr. Aditya Sinha will deliver his lecture. So before lecture, let me introduce him formally in this virtual platform before my all participants. Dr. Sinha is currently an assistant professor selection grade in the Department of Extension Education at Bihar Agriculture University, Sabor, Bihar. And he holds a PhD in Agriculture Extension from Bidhan Chandra Krishi Vishwavidyalaya, West Bengal. And he has been awarded the Oscar Award by the Department of Science and Technology and also received the first prize for Best Doctoral Thesis from Manage Hyderabad Government of India. His academic qualifications also include an MSc in Extension Education from Benares Hindu University and Bachelor's Degree in Agriculture from Vishwabharati University and a postgraduate diploma in Educational Technology from the National Open University. His encompasses leadership in teaching and learning and advanced faculty training in ICTs and management of research projects in extension education. His research covers leadership development, ICTs, educational methodologies, and journalism studies with numerous publications in journals, books, and reports. So, with this short CV, Dr. Sinha, please you start your deliberation.
Thank you so much, sir, for the introduction. So, I welcome all the participants. So, this is the last session. So I hope that you all enjoyed these sessions. So, I'm just going to share my screen. Sir, is my screen visible to all of you?
Yes, sir,
Yeah,
visible.
skin is visible. Just make it full.
Yes, sir. Yes. So, is it visible now?
Yeah. It's okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, Sukanto sir and the organizing committee at West Bengal University of Fisheries and Animal Sciences for giving me this opportunity for delivering this topic today. So the topic that I am assigned is ICTs in extension, prospect and potentialities in climate resilient holistic farming practices. So let me come to the agenda of this session. So I'll begin with an introduction on how ICTs are helpful in climate change scenario. Then I'll be discussing about recent technologies in agriculture. Then I'll move to emerging technologies which are still in progress. Then we will talk about data-driven agriculture. Then we'll be talking about digital tools in extension service. After that, we will cover sustainable practices and climate resilience. And then we will see the future trends. And after that, we'll conclude. So, if any participant have any question in between the session, you are free to ask, or you can also ask the question in the chat box. So, I'll be free to answer. I'll be happy to answer it. So let us come to why this topic is important. So you might be knowing that information and communication technologies, it is helping a lot in improving not only the knowledge of the farmers but also providing better services to the farmers. So it plays a very crucial role in bridging gap between research institution and extension agent and farmers. You might be knowing that earlier in India we are having very less extension worker to farmer ratio. It is around 5500. For 5500 farmers we have one extension personnel. So if we use ICTs in a proper manner, it is very easy to reach farmers at the correct time and also provide customized information to them. So in this phase of climate change, ICTs is playing a major role in not only reaching the farmers in quick time, but also providing them with valuable information. And the most important thing is that they are getting information on a customized basis. So what do you mean by customized basis? We mean to say that the information is suited to their context. So suppose I am a farmer from Bihar, from this district, from this village. So the information will be suited to my land on which I am operating. So instead of providing a blanket information which caters to everyone, I'll be getting specialized information which is useful to me. So why this ICTs is important in the current scenario? Because we can not only get information on weather patterns, but also we can get information regarding pest and disease outbreak. You might be knowing that due to climate change, this pest and disease outbreak are happening quite often right now. So we'll be able to predict the outbreaks, and also we'll be getting information about the best farming practices. So a farming practice which is there in southern part of India that can also be incorporated in eastern part of India. So in this way, with the use of ICTs, we can not only empower farmers but also help in sustainable production and productivity. So my presentation will delve on all these topics. So please stay connected for the next 45 minutes or 1 hour, and we'll see all these things in detail. So now let us come to the recent technologies which is affecting agriculture, and also it is linked with ICTs. So you might be knowing about precision agriculture technology. So this is a technology which is really creating a lot of impact among the farmers. There are many startups which have come in the recent times which are working on precision agriculture. So how this precision agriculture works? It works on the GPS guided machinery. So what is meant by GPS? Geographical positioning system. So there are different satellites around the world which provides us better information regarding our land, regarding the soil condition, regarding the what we call crop cover. So there are different satellites which are working in this direction. So if you ask me the names, there is a satellite called Landsat. It is by USA. So that satellite is very helpful in providing information regarding all the areas of the world. In India also we have a satellite called Oven. So you can go to the website and you can register yourself and you can see the data of your land. So what's the crop cover? You can also use different type of indexes such as NDVI and all, and you can see for yourself how the cropping pattern is changing over the years. So this is a very helpful tool with the help of GPS guided machinery. Then we have variable rate application of inputs. So with the help of precision agriculture technology, we can predict that which input is needed for what part of the land. So we will be in a better position to apply the inputs in only those land in which it is needed. So this will help us not only in saving our cost but also in increasing profitability, and also it will help in us in mapping the yield. So what is the future yield? Suppose you want to predict that what will be the future yield of wheat in the country. So we can easily do that using precision agriculture technology, and we can know by ourselves beforehand that do we need to increase the area or do we need to decrease the area, how much export we should do. All these things can be solved with the help of precision agriculture technology. Then we have remote sensing technology. Again, this remote sensing technology, it uses satellite imagery that I was talking before. That is also used in precision agriculture technology. Also, we make use of drone-based monitoring. So you might be knowing that there are different drones. So these drones, what they do, they can predict. They can not only help in spraying of what we call pesticides or fertilizers, but they can also help us in providing multispectral and hyperspectral imaging. So what is the benefit of this multispectral and hyperspectral imaging? The main benefit of this imaging is that with the help of these images, you can know that which part of your land is currently deficit in nutrients or deficit in fertilizer. So you can you will have to apply the fertilizers or pesticides only on that part of the land. So this is quite helpful in order to save our resources. Then we have Internet of Things. I hope that all of you might be aware of this. This Internet of Things is becoming a very catchy word nowadays. So you might be knowing that our mobile phone is having different sensors. Our mobile phone, what we call smartphone, is currently having around 13 to 14 sensors. But we don't use those sensors in agriculture. But with the help of this IoT, what we can do is we can have different sensors such as soil moisture sensors, weather stations, crop health monitors. So what does this sensor do? This sensor will help us to know that what is if the plant needs the water or not, when to irrigate the plants. There are tools available in which you can operate this irrigation system at the convenience of your home. You can sit in your home and you can take care of all your land with the help of internet and ICTs. So these sensors are not that costly. These are very cheap sensors. So even you can see on Amazon that you will get soil moisture sensor for some 1500 rupees. So if you can incorporate that soil moisture sensor in your soil, and you can see that when the crop is deficit of water. So suppose the crop is deficit of water, you can automatically run that irrigation thing, and the plants will be irrigated. So in this way, this is helping a lot in order to this Internet of Things is helping a lot to what we call customize agriculture and to help agriculture in a great way. Then we have artificial intelligence and machine learning. So this artificial intelligence it has become a very big thing nowadays, because after the advent of Chat GPT, you might be knowing that people are used to using this Chat GPT and all. But this artificial intelligence and machine learning, there is other use also. So with the help of this technology, what you can do is you can predict the yield, and also you can forecast it. That when how much yield will be there at the end of the year, or what is the problem that the crop is facing. So all of these things you can predict using artificial intelligence and machine learning. You might be knowing that the more data we feed to the model, the better results we'll get. So, in this 21st century, data has a very important role to play. And with the help of this data, what we can do, we can not only go for yield forecasting, but we can also detect insect and pests, and also it will help us in making better decisions on the farm. In Europe, there are a lot of farmlands, and all of this people, they what they do is they make use of this artificial intelligence and machine learning technology for predictive analytics. So this is also making a big difference. But in India, the problem is that we have smallholder farmers, so it is difficult to implement this on a large scale. But those farmers who are working on contract farming basis, or those who are working on a large scale, they can make use of such technologies, which are not very costly. Then we have robotics and automation. So I hope that you would have read that a few months back, there's a company called John Deere. It is a very big company of tractors. It is based in the US. So this company, what it has done, it has started the production of autonomous tractors. So what does this autonomous tractors do? If you just feed the information on these tractors, what they will do, they will automatically harvest the crop, and they will bring it to to your what we call go down and all. So they have done a lot of progress on this automation. So these tractors are in great demand in the US right now, and I hope that in the 5 or 10 years this technology will also come in India. So with the help of such technology, you don't require labor. Everything will be done by the tractor itself. We are still having this robotic weeders and pruners. So this robotic weeders, it identifies the weeds in the farmland. So if you ask the robot to weed off all the weeds, it will automatically take care of all the weeds, and it will leave the plant untouched. So this technology is also creating a lot of difference. Then we have automated irrigation system, as I was talking before also. So this automated irrigation systems, it will help you in providing the exact amount of irrigation to the plants. So nowadays you can see that we waste a lot of water on agriculture, especially in rice crop. A lot of water is wasted in irrigation. So with the help of this automated irrigation systems, what you can do is we can get to know that when the plant really needs the what we call really needs the water. So you have to irrigate only at that time when they actually need the water. So in this way you can save a lot amount of fresh water, because this fresh water is very costly. This fresh water is decreasing in the entire world. So we have to take care of that. So with the help of this automated irrigation systems, and with the help of sensors, we can get to know that when exactly we should irrigate the plants. Then we have technology called gene editing and biotechnology. So with the help of gene editing technology, we can incorporate the genes which are really helpful in the crops. So this is also helping us to mitigate the challenges of climate change, because we have been able to develop different varieties of drought and pest resistant what we call seeds. So, with the help of such drought and pest resistant varieties, we are better able to mitigate the effects of climate change. Not only this, we are also developing nutrient enhanced crops. You might have heard about biofortification. So this is a technology in which we we make the wheat crop more nutritious. So if it will be more nutritious, it will help a lot in combating this malnutrition which is currently prevalent in India. So with the help of this new technology, we can make a lot of difference in the life of a common person in the country. Then we have big data analytics. You might be knowing that big data analytics is also playing a great role in agriculture nowadays. So there are different expert systems. I hope that all of you have used expert systems in your life. So we have a lot of expert systems which are helpful in farm management. So you can feed, if a farmer feeds all the data regarding his crop on the expert system, and also if he feeds all the information like labor required, how much did he spend, what amount did he spend on nutrient and irrigation and all. So if he feeds all such information, he will get a very good what we call decision making support system, in which he can see for himself that how he can manage the crops in a better way, how he can cut costs, how he can increase profits. So this big data analytics is also playing a major role in agriculture nowadays, and also it is helping in supply chain optimization. So you might be knowing that whenever a crop is produced, so there is a long chain through which the crop goes from cultivation to ultimate to the plate of any person. So in this way, this big data analytics has also played a great role in supply chain optimization. It has led to great new things such as traceability, such as blockchain technologies, in which we can better know that from where this produce is coming and from where, what are the different intermediaries which are helpful in bringing that product to you. Then we have vertical farming and controlled environment agriculture. All of you might know about hydroponics and aeroponic systems. So this is a technology in which we don't make use of soil as such. So all the nutrients are taken care of in the water itself. So this technology is also creating a lot of impact in the urban areas. So you might have heard about lettuce, about crops such as kale. So these are crops which are used in salad. So with the help of hydroponic and aeroponic systems, you can easily produce such crops without the use of any insecticide or pesticide. So this is completely organic, and you can inculcate that in your diets. Even in the city of Kolkata, you will see that the supermarkets and all, they are selling this lettuce and kale crop. So these are all produced by this hydroponics and aeroponics system. So they look very fresh, and this is very nutritious to us. Then we have LED lighting optimization. So you might be knowing that these plants and all, they uh, they require a particular frequency of light, which is helpful in their fruiting and flowering. So with the help of this controlled environment, we can uh, we can have the production in a quick time without um, in a quick time, and also have good quality crops. We also have climate controlled greenhouses. So what these greenhouses are doing, these greenhouses are we are able to produce the crops at all times of the year. Now you can see that you can get cabbage and cauliflower around the year. Earlier we didn't used to get what we call cauliflower in the summers, but now you will be able to get it throughout the year. So there is the use of controlled environment agriculture and vertical farming, through which we can get around the year production. Then this blockchain in agriculture is also creating a great impact. I hope that you might be knowing about bitcoins and cryptocurrency. So this cryptocurrency and bitcoins, they are based on this technology called blockchain in agriculture. So this blockchain, what it is doing, it is helping us in knowing about traceability. So what does traceability means? It means that we are able to trace the produce, so from where this produce has started, and from where this produce has gone, how many value chains has it seen, how many supply chains has it seen from moving from the production to the consumer. So we can know everything about this from this blockchain technology. So this blockchain technology is quite famous nowadays, and also it is helping the farmers a lot who are into exports. So you might be knowing that a lot of farmers they are exporting agricultural produce to other countries because they get good price from foreign countries. So if they make use of this blockchain technology, they are able to the company which is procuring the product from the farmers, they are able to know that from where have they obtained this. Suppose a person will say that I have this is the mangoes from Malda, and he is not selling the mango from Malda. He is selling from some other city. So that person will be the person who is procuring those mangoes will be able to verify that from which field in Malda that product is there. So he'll be in a better better position to know about the actuality or legality of that produce. So this blockchain is becoming a great thing in India and also in exports. A lot of companies are there which are using this blockchain technology so that they can know about the crops in detail. Okay, so then next is sustainable and regenerative agriculture tools. So these are tools which are helpful in modern agricultural practices such as cover crop, soil health monitoring, and carbon sequestration. So this carbon sequestration is a great tool in which we get to capture the carbon in the real time. So in that also, because you know you might have known that our Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, what he has announced that by the year 2050 we are going to be a carbon neutral country. So in order to meet that objective, to become a carbon neutral country, we need to know that how many carbon we are emitting and how much carbon we are actually sequestrating. So in this way, we can easily know that uh, what amount of plantation is required to meet the challenges to mitigate the effects of this global warming and also to become a carbon neutral country by the year 2050. So this is very important in case of ICTs. So let us come to the traditional agricultural models. You might be knowing that these were the traditional agricultural extension models such as training and visit system, commodity-based extension. So this the problem with such type of models was that they were not able to capture a lot of people. See, in India, as I was telling before also, that the ratio of extension worker to farmer is very low. For 5,000 or 5,500 people, we have a single extension agent. So this training and wage system, which was funded by World Bank, and this commodity-based extension, it was not taking care of all the people who are in need. So, so what we did was we have now recently we have shifted to different type of approaches. The first approach that we have shifted is called farmer first approach. So farmer first approach means that the extension agent will not act as a what we call as a technology transferring agent. He will work in he will facilitate the farmers in order to help him in reaching his targets. So this participatory extension is gaining a lot of momentum in today's world because it is helping us in what we call in meeting the needs of the farmers and also learning from the farmers. The role of the extension agent is not only to provide guidance but also to learn from the farmers and use that learning in his own research. So we are moving from a top-down approach to a bottom-up approach in which this feedback is very much essential. Then over the years we have moved from radio and television to mobile phones. All of you know that this after the advent of mobile phones, especially smartphones, now we don't need any radio, we don't need any internet computers, we don't need any watch even because these problems is being solved by the mobile itself. So it has led to a lot of scalability and interactivity. There's a startup called Digital Green in India. So it is making use of this ICT technology in order to reach farmers, in order to make better networking for the farmers. So also there is a startup called Isoko. So this startup is based in Ghana, in Africa. So this startup what it does is that is that you just need to register your crop on their app. So if you register your crop on their app and if you just fill the sowing date, suppose the sowing date is 23rd August. So just if you say to it that I have sown carrot and on 23rd August, it will provide you SMS at various stages of the crop. It will provide you all the information that when you should irrigate the crops, when you should go for what we call weeding, when you should go for fertilizer application. Everything will come in your in your SMS box, and they charge very less for this service. So this is helping a lot of farmers in Africa to get the exact information regarding their crops. So then we have a lot of mobile applications. You might be knowing that ICR is currently in process of making a super app. Super app means that app will solve the problem of all the apps. So all the apps, different agricultural institutes in India, they uh, build different apps. You might be knowing that all the institutes in India, I guess, that all of them are having separate apps for the farmers. So what ICR is trying to do, it is trying to make a super app which will take care of all the needs of the farmers. It will also provide them SMS-based advisory alert regarding pests, weather information, market information. Everything will be there on a single platform. So there are different apps such as M Kisan and all, which are helpful for agricultural, which are helpful for agriculture. Some apps are helpful for fisheries, some are helpful for veterinary sciences. But there is a need of a single app which will take care of all the things. And also there are farmers which they face difficulty in typing on the smartphone. So for them, they have introduced a new technology in which you just need to send voice messages, and with the help of artificial intelligence, the app will be able to analyze that what information do you need, and it will be providing information. So such technology is very useful for people with low literacy rates, and it is really creating a lot of impact, uh, and also has reduced the input costs. Then we have, as I was talking to you before, that we can make use of drones, soil sensors, and IoT. We can all combine these technologies. The future lies in perfect combination of these technologies, because until and unless we will combine these technologies together, we won't be able to make the most out of it. So, the ultimate thing that we need to do in future is we need to combine the data sources. We need to make use of machine learning. Also, we can make use of AI chatbots. You might be knowing that this nowadays this customer service, they don't hire people, so everything is taken care of by AI chatbots. These chatbots are so helpful that they can understand that what information do you need, and they provide exact information. Though it is not 100% exact, but still it is able to solve a lot of problems of farmers. So if you combine all such things, you will be able to advise the farmers in a better way in order to mitigate the effects of climate change. Such ICT tools are required in each and every app nowadays. So there are some examples of such app. You might have used this Plantix app. So this app is based in Germany, though the maximum number of users of this app are from India itself. So this app is making use of all such things. It is making use of satellite imagery. It is making use of machine learning models, and it is also making use of AI chatbots. So in real time basis, you can get information regarding the problem that your crop is facing by using such app. So we really need some super app which will take care of all such things. Then we have different e-learning and virtual learning platforms. You might be knowing about platforms such as edX, such as Coursera and all. But these platforms are having a lot of information in which any farmer or any person can join such courses, and they can use that course at their own convenience. It is on asynchronous manner, which means that it is self-paced. So you can, whenever you get time, you can make use of it. So such MOOCs are also becoming a reality now, and a lot of people they are availing benefits. Um, Different courses are also offered by FAO, Food and Agricultural Organization, ROM. So anyone can enroll in it for free of cost, and they can make use of it. Then we also have virtual reality. So virtual reality, it is doing a lot. By what does this technology do? This technology is helping us to know about the exact field on which we are operating. So it will help us to create a simulation model in which we will get to know about the field in real time without visiting the field. Such technologies are also creating a lot of effect nowadays. Then we have digital badges. So each and every plot of land, we assign a number to it. So with the help of that number, we can easily monitor that land sitting from anywhere. So these are also solving a lot of problems in agriculture. Then we all know the role that social media and WhatsApp groups play. The best, you might be knowing that the best model of learning is peer learning, in which a person learns from other person of his same age or his or suppose a farmer is there, the farmer will best learn from another fellow farmer. He will not be learning better from an extension agent or something. So this peer learning networks are there, which is really influenced by this WhatsApp and Facebook groups. So with the help of such groups, what we can do, we can easily connect a lot of farmers. So it can help a lot in networking. So this is playing a major role in networking the people and also fact checking. There are a lot of people who act as moderators on this group. So they just keep a check on the false information that is posted, because if you have a very big group, so this spam information and fake information can be a problem. So people are there which act as moderators. So they just screen the information which is not true, but it has led to problem solving experience, to a very rapid problem solving, and also it has led to experience sharing among the farmers. Then we have IVRS system, interactive voice response system. You might be knowing about pull and push messages. So pull messages means that when we call the customer care, it responds, and pull means it automatically sends the message to us. So as I was talking about that startup in Africa, so that startup, what it is doing is, that startup is providing us push messages. So at every stage of the crop, when to irrigate, when to harvest, what we call, when to go for weeding operations and all, it will provide us all the information through this interactive voice response systems. So with the help of this IVRS, the farmer who is not even literate, he can know that when to perform what operations. So there is a startup called Digital Green. I think you might have heard about this startup. So there is a great startup. What this startup does is that this startup helps farmers in making small videos. So they don't have any extension agents or any external, what we call, professors or lecturers. The farmers act as knowledge experts for them. So the farmers, what they do, they make small videos regarding their cropping practice, regarding innovative practices, and those practices are being shown to other farmers. So it acts as a peer-to-peer learning model, and with the help of this, the farmers are able to adopt in a more greater way. So the digital green has seen an adoption rate of 65%. So you can assume the adoption rate is really low in extension system. If we get 5% adoption also, we consider ourselves lucky. But with the help of this technology, peer-to-peer learning model, they have achieved an adoption rate of over 65%. Then we have different knowledge banks. So there are different knowledge banks which are being run by different organizations such as food and agriculture organizations, CGIR organizations. So these organizations, what they do, they keep all their information in open access format. So what does this open access mean? This means that you can easily access that information without paying anything. So this information is have such information. If any farmer or any scientist, if they use such type of information, they'll be better able to use these ICTs on their field, because it has latest case studies of what is happening around the world. It has latest information regarding the extension methodologies. So these knowledge banks and repositories, they're helping a lot in order to understand the agricultural practices in a better way. Then we have weather information services. So you might have you use this app. There is an app called Mosam. There is an app called Weather. There is an app called Agrometeorological Society, IMD, has also launched an app called Mosam. So such apps, what they do is they have very good coverage of ground sensors. So they have sensors throughout the country. They are having sensors. So they not only provide you SMS alerts, but they also provide you different advisories. So every week, twice they provide advisories on crops. So when you should plant the crop, when you should go for harvesting. Such type of weather information services are creating a lot of help in the agricultural scenario of India, because due to climate change, it is very difficult to predict diseases, to predict the exact onset of winter, the exact onset of rainfall. So with the help of such mobile applications, and with the help of such websites, you can get to know the exact time on which you will be having such activities. So this weather information services, it is playing a major role in ICTs. Then we have climate resilient farming techniques. So everyone would have heard about such thing. This drought tolerant varieties. I was talking about this before. Also conservation agriculture, minimum tillage. So uh, these technologies are very important in order to mitigate the effects of climate change, because and these technologies are not very labor intensive also. It is very easy to inculcate such technologies, but the problem is that many farmers, they are not aware about it. So with the help of ICTs, what we can do is we can better reach the farmers, and we can get them to know that such technologies are existing, which can be very helpful in this climate change scenario. It can also help farmers to do experimentation and adaptation on their own land, and they can see for themselves how it is working for them. On a small plot of land, they can check these technologies, and with the help of ICTs, we can easily demonstrate this to them. Then we have extension in agroecology. So you might be knowing about these principles of agroecology called diversity, recycling, and resilience. So with the help of such principles, what we can do is we can go for farmer to farmer extension methods. Farmer to farmer extension methods, as I was talking before, these are peer to peer learning models in which a farmer can learn. The best way the farmer can learn is by the farmers themselves. So with the help of such what we call extension models, we can easily reach farmers, and also we can help make use of this digital tools for companion planting or for crop rotation. Then we have a lot of market intelligence apps. So what does this market intelligence means? It will help us in providing real-time market information. You might have heard about the website called eNAM. So with the help of eNAM, we can see the market rates or mandi rates of agricultural crops throughout the country. But it only provides us the market rates. With the help of this market intelligence app, what it can do is it can help you in knowing that which crop will be in demand for the next year. So by seeing such information on such apps, you can start planting that crop, so that you can earn a better price in the next year. So such apps are very helpful, and it has been seen by studies that the farmers are able to get over 10 to 15% higher prices if they make use of such apps. One of the example of such apps is Reuters Market Light. So this is a very helpful app which is currently operational in India. Then we have e-commerce platforms. You might have encountered several apps are there in which a farmer can purchase from other farmer if they just put the demand. These apps were very popular during the times of COVID. During the times of COVID, what happened? People were not able to sell their produce. The farmers were not able to sell the produce. So these apps, what they provide a farmer to farmer model, or a consumer to a farmer model, in which any person, they can say that I need such type of produce, this many produce, and they can visit the farmer's field, and they can harvest for themselves. So such e-commerce platforms are still existing, and it is doing a great role in helping farmers to get better price of their produce. Then we have value chain extension also. This whole chain approach. What does this mean? This means that the system will take care of the entire value chain, from right from the production to the harvesting to transporting it uh, to the to the home of people who are purchasing it. It will take care of all such systems from input to the consumers. So this value chain systems, with the help of ICTs, it is helping a lot in record keeping, in getting better price for the farmers. They are able to get better price for their products because the prices are decided beforehand and the farmer just have to produce. The entire case of this value chain is taken care by the company itself with the help of value chain extension approaches. Then we have gender responsive extension. What does this mean? This means that we take equal care of gender in our agricultural systems. So you might be knowing that in agriculture, this women play a very major role. So around 60% of the activities in agriculture is taken care by the women farmers, female farmers. So this gender analysis tools, what it helps is that it will be able to tell you that uh, who needs to get that information, for whom that information is important. Suppose the woman is there into irrigation, or she takes care of the weeding process. So it will be better to provide information to them so that they can make better use of it. So with the help of this gender responsive extension tailoring services, you can better target the consumers who are really in need of it. Then we have different incubation systems. Um, I hope that all of you are aware about incubation systems which is running in universities and colleges and also in different IITs. So in this incubation lab, what you can do is, suppose you have a very good agricultural model, or suppose you are having a very good what we call idea about any agricultural enterprise, but you are not able to practice it. What you can do is you can go to that incubation center and it will provide you a very good space. It will provide you with a very good space, and also it will provide you the minimum amount for which from which you can easily produce a minimum viable product. This means that you can get your ideas converted into a product. So such types of startups are really creating a lot of impact, and people are taking help of such incubation centers in order to um, in order to become entrepreneurs or startup founders. Then we have pluralistic approaches. Pluralistic approaches means that how we can make use of all such systems such as public sector system, private sector system, NGOs, non-governmental organizations. How we can work in coordination with all these agencies in order to better target the farmers. You might be knowing that Atma is a scheme, Agriculture Technology Management Agency. The main purpose of that agency is to promote convergence, so that all the players, all the stakeholders who are working in the district, they come together and they reach the farmers in a better way. Then we have agri input companies. So this agri input companies, what it does, a lot of agri input companies have come up in India. They are providing us services such as precision agriculture services. They are also providing us paid soil testing services. So these services, what people are more, they tr- people they have started trusting these services. There is also a scheme called Agri Clinic and Agri Business Centers. So many people who take training from this scheme, they start their own enterprise. But that enterprise, that is not free. So farmers have to pay in order to avail their services. But by availing such services, farmers, they have a lot of trust in such type of services, and they are not only providing what we call contract farming services, but they're also providing extra services to farmers such as soil testing or such as providing inputs and so on. Let me come to this slide now. Yeah. So there have been a lot of impact studies. So impact studies means that there have been a lot of studies and on how these ICTs are creating a difference in the climate change scenario. So we have seen that um, whenever there is impact study on this SMS advisories, so it has been seen that it has led to a great production, and also the yield has increased to a great extent by using this SMS advisories. So that the cost benefit ratio of using such technology is quite good. Also, the farmers are able to get more return on investment if they make use of this ICT technologies. So this is really helping the farmers. So a lot of companies, what they are doing is they are not providing these services for free now. So this is not. this now comes for a subscription or for a payment service. So, but the people who are making use of it, they are realizing the potential of such technologies on their agricultural field. So these are some of the challenges that we see in ICTs. The major challenge that we see is access gap. So you might have heard about the term digital divide. So the people who are having smartphones, who are having access to internet, they are able to use such information and they are able to produce better. But the people who don't have access to such technologies, so there is a gap between these two. So we need to take care of such type of gaps, the gaps in terms of gender, in terms of age, in terms of income. Also we need to see that whether they are literate or not. If they are not literate, how we can reach them. I was talking about voice advisory. So if you go through this voice tools and all, anyone can will be able to use such type of technology. Then also we need to take care of data issues. There are a lot of issues of misusing data or data privacy issues. So the data should be captured in a way that it is not misused by anyone. The data should be in their own server. It should not be on someone else's server, which can be misused. So in this way, we can get to a better holistic development practices. So how does this future of what we call ICTs and climate change looks like? So first of all, what we need to do is we need to converge all such technology. We need to we need to combine Internet of Things. We need to combine artificial intelligence, blockchain technologies, so that we are able to serve the farmers in the best possible manner. Then what we need to do is we need to be hyper local. Hyper local means the farmers should be getting customized information regarding their field. Suppose I provide information regarding the entire Nadia district. That will not be helpful to the farmers. So in today's world, the farmer needs the information which is suited to his crop land. So this will help him a lot. So we should move to customized information systems. Then we should always remember that farmers are data owners. They should not misuse the data, and those data should strictly be used for research purposes. And then if we adopt all such technologies that I told before, then we will be reaching this extension 5.0 system. What does this mean? This means that we will be able to provide a human-centric system in which we will be able to solve the exact needs of the farmer on a customized basis, which will help him to empower himself, and also it will be sustainable. It will be helpful in this climate change situation. So this is the future trend that I would like to conclude with: integration of all the technologies, personalized advisories, which is suited to his own cropland, then climate resilient farming techniques, and increased focus on sustainable and circular agricultural practices. This is the future of agriculture that we can imagine, which will be helpful in climate resilient agricultural systems. So this was all about from my side. If you have any questions, you are free to ask. So participants, if
Thank you, Dr. Participants interact. If is there any discussion they feel require, they are welcome. Our resource person is present in our virtual platform. First, if it is not so, then I should convey my sincere thanks to Dr. Aditya Kumar Sinha for his uh, fruitful and thought-provoking. So hopefully, this lecture useful in future for the participants, those who are present in this and with this. So before that, convey my sincere thanks to Dr. Sinha and uh, gratitude and thanks from my personal behalf and on behalf of the Department of WBUFS. So again, I should convey my sincere thanks to Dr. Sinha. Dr. Sinha, thank you,
thank you so much
thank you,
for your invitation. I hope
thank
this
you,
was helpful to all the participants. So thank you so much, sir.
thank
I'll
sure,
take your leave, sir. Thank you.
sure, thank you. So now I request you all the participants those